Hello everyone, welcome to SAM IELTS YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you the important steps that you can actually use to enhance the IELTS listening skill. Well, this channel is actually dedicated to the IELTS aspirants, the people who want to settle down in abroad either for work or for study. They need to clear the IELTS exam with band 8+. And here in SAM IELTS, we've helped them in a professional manner to achieve band 8+ in the first attempt itself. Also, the people who really want to improve their English proficiency for work, of course, they are welcome to watch this channel. So, listen to this video till the very end to enhance your listening skills. Listening is a very important skill that you need to develop in order to have a good communication, either with the native speakers or with the non-native speakers. So, here you go. The topic for the day is that 5 tips to enhance your listening skills through the podcast. Yes, you heard it right. When you want to go and attend the IELTS listening test, you have a variety of accents. You have American accent, you have British accent, you have Canadian accent, and you have Australian accent. It is very clear that you need to get used to all these accents. Then only you can actually easily observe and analyze and listen to the audio that is played during the exam. Listening is a very important skill. Also, if you get band 8.5 or 9 in the listening, then of course your overall score will be enhanced. Well, what to do for that? Here is the 5 tips. Tip number 1. Choose various podcasts according to the non-native speaker, which means always listen to the native speaker podcast. It may be of any topics of your interest or any genre of your interest. However, you need to choose a topic and listen to the podcast. Either it may be a podcast series or podcast that you can actually listen to daily. Alright. After listening to it, you really don't understand for the first time. So what to do for that? Don't worry, I would recommend you to actually enhance or on the subtitles, then actually you listen to this audio very clearly. So listening for the first time may be a little bit challenging for you if you are a non-native speaker or if you are trying to develop your English skill. However, if you switch on that subtitle and then if you listen to the audio together, then it would turn hands-on practice. Alright, once you listen to the podcast, what is the next thing you need to do? The next thing is that take a piece of pen and paper and write down the vocabulary. Yes, the important words that they are speaking, you need to note it down in a very careful manner and then find out the meaning and write down with an example. This vocabulary dictionary or the vocabulary journal you need to maintain if you are going for an IELTS exam or if you really want to improve your English. This vocabulary journal will help your English to develop multifold. So you need to develop the vocabulary, that is the step number 2. What is the step number 3? Yes, you need to listen and identify the structures, that is the sentence structure that they are speaking. Listen to me carefully. The non-native speakers like us actually use a very simple tense. For example, simple present tense, simple past tense and so on. However, the native speakers try to use the complex grammar, which means the present perfect tense or the past perfect tense. So, you need to get used with all these tenses. This practice will actually helps you to improve your English. Which means when you listen to this present perfect tense or the past perfect tense, you try to incorporate the present perfect tense into your daily conversations instead of using the simple present tense. This step will actually enhance your grammar as well as your vocabulary. Perfect. Well, the next important step you have to do is that you need to start preparing on your own topic. No topic is wrong until or unless if you start preparing. So, I want you to prepare any topic of your own, such as any presentations that you can present to other people. For example, if you are a working professional, you may choose any topic which is related to your work. If you are a college student, you can choose any topic which is related to your subject. So, you can choose any one topic and you try to prepare. Try to prepare the presentation. In the presentation, you will have only the hints, which means you need to speak. You need to extend the line using a complex structure or the structure or the vocabulary that you need to follow. Listen to me carefully. After preparing your presentation, you try to speak the presentation, because this speaking actually helps you a lot. While trying to speak in front of the mirror, you need to understand that there are only hints, there is nothing else. So what I want you to do is that you can either record your presentation or you can actually stand in front of the mirror and do the presentation on your own, so that you can actually complete the presentation and review your own presentation. This actually not only develops your confidence but also develop your vocabulary as well as the grammar. Remember, the grammar and the vocabulary is very important while understanding the sentence, because in the IELTS listening, the audio is played only once. The audio will not be repeated, so I strongly want you to listen the podcast in a single shot and then understand these things. Well, after completing your presentation, remember, go to the podcast and listen to it daily. Hope you understand this step. I'll repeat the steps one by one again. I'll reiterate it. Step number 1, listen to the podcast of a native speaker. The journal may be of your choice. Step number 2, note down all the vocabulary, the important words. Maintain a vocabulary journal which actually consists a lot of new words along with the meaning as well as the example. Step number 3, switch off the subtitles and prepare a presentation of your own. Listen to the complex structures that they are using. Either they are using present perfect tense or past perfect tense, whatever it may be, but they are using a different tense, not a simple tense. So listen to it very carefully. After preparing the presentation of your own, just present yourself either by recording the presentation through video mode or audio mode. Stand in front of the mirror and do the recording. After recording, please review your speech, because so that if you really able to reproduce the speech of the podcast that you have listened, then of course for sure you are going to achieve the IELTS listening test. So to get band 8+ in the IELTS listening test, you need to observe all these things, because as I told you earlier, it consists of variety of accents. British accent, American accent, Australian accent, Canadian accent. So you need to get used of all these accents. You cannot judge what will come on the exam day. However, you can do a lot of practice, lot of listening and the vocabulary journal that will actually help you to enhance your listening to band 8+ in the first attempt. Well, with this note, I'm signing you off for today. If you really want to score band 8+ in the IELTS exam in the first attempt itself, please visit www.samielts.in or our team WhatsApp number 90431408444 to book a free demo. If you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Also, never forget to follow us in the Instagram community. Thank you.